Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. That's it. Period. So in this week's video, I'm going to be talking about 7 things to do when you're having a bad day. I don't know about y'all, but I have bad days. I feel like we all have bad days, but it's something we don't like to talk about because it's either showing that we're weak or it's uncomfortable to talk about, which I totally understand. But either way, I just want to come on here and help y'all with just a few tips and tricks that I've learned myself from my own personal experience to help y'all on a bad day. And I just want to say before I start the video, these 7 things are things that just have helped me personally. They may or may not help you, but that's what every mental health journey is about, is figuring out what helps you and what gets you to your best self. So please take my sayings and everything I put in this video with a grain of salt. That's a weird saying. Like a grain of salt, why not like, I don't know, a grain of paprika? Like, that's spicy and fun. So let's get on into the video. So the first thing I would recommend when you're having a bad day is just mentally checking in. Right as you wake up, if you have that feeling of anxiousness or just overwhelming stress or whatever it is, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to do this today, or, you know, as those Facebook memes say, like, I can't adult today. Not hating, I've said that multiple times. If you feel that way, then the best thing to do is just doing a little mental check-in before you even get out of bed. And here are some of the questions I like to ask myself. Is there something specific bothering me? Can I fix it? And usually the answer is no with things that bother me. Because I know for me, some days I just wake up and I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to accomplish what I need to accomplish that day. And that's okay. That's a very normal feeling. Everybody feels it from time to time. It's really easy to get caught up in just trying to make yourself feel better, being ashamed for not being positive or feeling bad about yourself, whatever it is. It's totally fine. You just have to learn to be patient with yourself when you get like this. For me, when I'm having a bad day, if I know I can't fix the problem that's bothering me, or if I don't even know why, you know, today, that specific day is bothering me, then most of the time I will just have to remind myself to be patient, because it's okay to be upset sometimes. It's okay to not be okay. That's one of my favorite quotes that you see all over Pinterest or Instagram, whatever it is. It's okay to not be okay. So the second thing I recommend to do when you're having a bad day is be productive. Now, I'm not talking about like, let's go solve our entire world problems kind of productive, but I'm talking about, you know, getting those things you need to get done today. So if that was going to school or going to work and, you know, being efficient there, go ahead and do that. But also, I'm just talking about the very small things. Like for me, being productive is just making my bed each morning or brushing my teeth. One thing I also really like to do to feel productive is get ready. I will go through my closet and see what I want to wear that day. If I really just don't want to try and I just want to keep those sweatpants on and put on a hoodie, that's totally fine, rock it. But also if you want to put on a cute shirt and dress up a little bit, go ahead and do it. If that makes you feel better, then do it. I know for me, if I'm going to see people, dressing up a little bit makes me always feel more confident and ready for the day, even if I'm feeling a little down in the dumps. I also really like to do my makeup just because it makes me feel like I did something and something for myself. I take that time to just check in with myself while I'm putting on my makeup or watch my favorite show, whatever it is. I just kind of like that time to kind of like breathe and get ready for the day. Number 3 on the list is call your friends. It's always good to check in with your friends, especially when you're having a bad day. I know it's hard to talk about sometimes, whether it's a specific thing bothering you or it's hard to talk about because you have no idea what's bothering you. But letting your friends know how you are and what your mental state is at is always a great thing. Because one, it makes them feel like, you know, you trust them, and it lets them know that you know they care about you. And whether it's just one friend or a few, I always recommend calling your friends and letting them know, hey, I'm not doing so well today. How are you doing? It's a great thing to just spend time talking to them and checking in with them so they can also check in with you. But I have a few friends that I always have on speed dial that I call whenever I'm having either a certain situation, I'm stressed out, or I just wake up not feeling the best. I usually call a few of the same people and they always find a way to cheer me up or make me feel better or just make me feel heard is the most important thing, because your feelings are important and they're valid. Number 4 is probably my personal favorite, which is a nap. just go ahead and nap. Sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, I don't really want to like stay awake for all of it. So I'll nap if I get the opportunity to, which most days I do because I choose to. Hi, Benny. Hi.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a Benny moment, a moment with Benny. Is that your theme song? Should we come up with something better? No, it's good. Okay. Naps are honestly a blessing. I regret the day I didn't nap in preschool because little did I know that I would love them for literally the rest of my life. So yes, I thoroughly recommend napping. Me and Benny both like to nap constantly every single day. So whether having just a bad day or even on good days, I always recommend a good old nap. Hi guys, it's time for the weekly mental health check-in. I do this every video because I want to check in on you guys, and I also want you guys to start creating a habit of checking in on yourself as well. So I got 3 questions for you this week. So the first question being, what's one thing that made you laugh this week? The second question is, have you taken time to just breathe today? If you haven't, please pause the video and just take about 30 seconds to a minute just to focus on your breathing. It's really helpful and really calming. And the third and final question is, do you know how strong you are? Like, honestly. Because I know some days I forget, but you gotta remember, you are so strong and you are getting through each and every day. And I am proud of you. So feel free to leave your answers down in the comments below. I love to read them. I know that I love mentally checking in with myself and mentally checking in with my friends. So please leave your comments below and let me know how you're doing. The next thing on my list is distract yourself. And I usually do this with watching videos that make me laugh. So I will go on YouTube and find my favorite YouTubers and watch one of their videos. Or I'll go on Netflix and watch a tried and true series that I always love and that always makes me laugh. Rip to The Office, Netflix. So sad. Distracting yourself with something that makes you happy is always a great thing to do on a bad day. Whether it's a temporary fix or it makes you just feel better completely, I always recommend doing something that makes you smile, makes you laugh, whether it is watching a video, watching your favorite movie. That is always something that I recommend. Number 6 on my list is create, whatever that means to you. So it could be writing a poem or a song or typing away on your computer or doodling and sketching in that notebook of yours or even just in the kitchen cooking. Creating is a great sense of control when things feel out of control. For me, I love baking in the kitchen because it allows me to feel in control, especially when I'm anxious and I don't feel like I'm in control of anything. Baking is always just a nice calming thing that I always love to do. You can ask my roommates, they'll literally catch me in the kitchen at probably midnight, almost once a week, cooking because, you know, I'm a little stressed. They'll like wake up and be like, Grace, are you okay? I'll be like, nah, no, not really. I'm cooking. Or they know. I literally had one of my roommates walk in the next morning. She saw cookies were in a container. She goes, oh, Grace, did you have a bad day? And I was like, yes, I did. Thank you for noticing. So they know that like whenever there's cookies out on the counter, that it usually means I had kind of a rough day. So go on and create. Trust me, it's a great feeling when you're having a bad day just to either express those emotions in whatever way, shape, or form creating means to you. And the last thing on my list is be kind to yourself. I know that's a really difficult thing to do, especially when you're having a bad day. I know for me, I like to try and fix all my problems, and if I don't, I feel ashamed for being upset for no reason or whatever it is. But you gotta learn to be kind to yourself, especially when you're having a bad day. I always say that when I'm having a bad day, I'm at like a 50%. And if I'm using all that 50% to try to make myself feel better and, you know, like forget what's bothering me or whatever it is, then eventually I'll just hit 0 and then I won't be able to do anything. So take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. If that means ordering your favorite food off of DoorDash, then go ahead and do it. If that means napping literally all day, go ahead and do it. Or if that means completely dressing up to the nines and walking out in the street in a ball gown, go ahead and do it. It's whatever makes you feel good. Being kind to yourself is a very important habit to create. I know for me it's not always easy, but once you start creating the habit of just being patient and kind with yourself, it really helps you in the long run. Let's go through my list one last time. Number 1, mentally check in with yourself. Number 2, Be productive, whatever that means to you. Number 3, call your friends, check in with them so they can check in with you. Number 4, the holy grail, nap. Just nap. Number 5, watch something to make yourself laugh. Number 6, create. And last but not least, number 7, be kind to yourself. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a trick or two to add into your little mental health toolbox and use the next time you have a bad day. One thing I want to do with this channel is talk about mental health and make it normal, because it's good to talk about our mental health and how we're doing, and it's okay to not be okay, like I said before. So I really want to help y'all with having bad days and let y'all know it's okay to have a bad day. You don't have to try and fix it or make yourself feel better immediately or try to be positive 100% of the time. Honestly, it's exhausting if you do that. Don't forget to leave your mental check-ins in the comments below. Let me know how you guys are doing. And also, if you have any video ideas or topics about mental health that you would love for me to talk about, please leave them in the comments below too. I really want to create an open platform and a safe space for everybody to just come on here and talk about their life or mental health and ask those questions that are kind of difficult to ask. And I mean, I am no professional by any means. I got my therapist on speed dial. I love her. I email her quite frequently. And I'm still on my mental health journey too. It's a journey that hasn't always been so kind, but I'm glad I'm taking it because it helps me understand me more and how I work. So if you're just beginning your mental health journey or you've been on it for a while, please subscribe. I would love to talk about mental health with you guys. But overall, thanks again so much for watching. I really enjoyed our little talk today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye guys!
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop in really quick because Grace forgot to say it in her outro, but I wanted to let you guys know that you are learning and you are growing. See you next week.